I wanted to share these new saddle pads that I recently discovered with you as an equine body worker and as somebody who teaches equine bodywork courses. I'm always looking for new products that can help us eliminate back pain in horses, and I really like these products, so I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about them. These are gel pads, and they make different ones that you can use to modify the way that the saddle is fitting the horse, and we'll go over that soon. And if the horse does not need any kind of saddle modification, you can use just an air release one, which is basically just a pad that doesn't have any kind of rise in any portion of it. And it's just going to give the horse and yourself more of a cushioned, air absorbed ride. So as you're riding that horse, you're not going to have the same concussion on its back as you would without this pad. So I have these pads, and I personally have a front riser, a middle riser, and an air ride. So I'm just going to talk about what these would do. So if you have a horse who is lacking a little bit in their top line, or if they have really big shoulders and you're having trouble with the saddle hitting those shoulders, like Shay is an older mare, she's 20 years old, she is lactating because she had a foal, so her top line has kind of diminished a bit. So we can use that front riser pad, and basically what this pad is, it's a gel pad that is just built up a little bit in the front to give her a little bit more support there where the saddle isn't going to be digging into her withers. So we can just go ahead and tack her up with it. Now these pads can be used either with English or Western saddles. Normally if you look up other YouTube videos on them, most people are using these with English saddles. I primarily ride Western, so I'm going to show you how to use these with a Western saddle. So first I'm just going to show you, it's kind of a sticky pad when you're pulling it out of the packing. It feels kind of neat. But I'm just going to show you, that's where it's built up in the front, and we're just going to place it on her back just so we can see how it helps. And you can see when you put it there, it's really helping build up along either side of the wither where she's lacking. So it's really giving her, where the saddle is going to be able to sit more correctly on her because of that. So now what we want to do when we're actually tacking her up is we're going to go ahead and put the saddle pad on first, and then we're going to take our gel pad and we're going to place that on top of the saddle pad. And what's really great about this is it also, since it's kind of a sticky feeling pad, it also helps your saddle stay in place. So if you're, doing a lot of maneuvers, galloping, doing different things, oftentimes the saddle will kind of slip around, or it can slide back or forward on the horse, and this pad will help it stay in place as well, which is really nice. So in addition to getting that shock absorption, you also have a way to keep the saddle from slipping. So we put the pad down first, then we're going to put our air pad, our modification pad, down after the saddle pad, and we're going to put the saddle on top of it. And then we can feel, if we slide our hand back in there, that we have more room where the horse's scapula can move back better because of the modification that we made with that pad. So it is important to remember that you should have a saddle that fits your horse well, but if you need to do little tweaks on it, these pads can definitely help. So they're going to keep your saddle from slipping when you're doing reining spins or sliding stops or anything that you may be doing. It's going to help that saddle hold in place. And also it's just going to help with as far as taking stress off the horse's back. It's going to help with the shock absorption. So I love these pads now. I'm really happy that I found them because I always ride in them. Whether my horse needs a little bit of buildup, like if you have a mid-rise pad, that's going to help with a horse that has a slight sway back. And if you don't need any kind of a rise in it, you can just take like what I'm putting on Blackjack right now, which is just a pad that is going to give us a little more shock absorption while we're riding, and also help prevent that saddle from sliding back when we're riding on the beach. So really great product. I love it. I think you guys should check it out. I think you will find it beneficial as well, and it definitely is a good thing that you can recommend to your clients. If you decide to purchase a pad or any of their other products, you can use the coupon code Angelique15 for 15% off.